Peace and blessings, Israel. First and foremost, I want to take this time and give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahushua, for allowing this word to come out. And I hope you sincere brothers and sisters is edified by this word. And the name of the lesson tonight is going to be called Those with Uncircumcised Ears Are Not Able to Receive Notice When Danger is Approaching. Let me say it again, man. The name of the word tonight is going to be Those with Uncircumcised Ears Are Not Able to Receive Notice When Danger is Approaching. You see? Now, me and my bro, we take the position spiritually of being watchmen. Okay, a watchman is a very, very important, a watchman has a very, very important task. His job is to watch things that's happening. And part of watching things that's happening is to give warning when we see something is about to go down. And so what me and my bro try to do is we look and see what's out here. We have the eyes of a spiritual meteorologist in a sense, where we can kind of see in advance what's happening, man. We can see what's coming down the pipeline when it comes to the biblical perspective of life, looking at life from biblical lens. As watchmen, we can see what's happening. And at the same time, the Lord also, give us certain skill sets. So when we watch, we can give the proper warning to our people. You see? Now, imagine speaking spiritual jewels to the Israelites, to the people, and no one cares to lend an ear to listen. Could you imagine that? Well, that's reality. What you see on the screen is an individual that has uncircumcised ears. Okay? And when you're dealing with someone that has uncircumcised ears, being a watchman, when you trying to warn them of the danger that lies, they're not going to be able to receive that notice. You see? Because these brothers and sisters' ears are not spiritual to hear, man. That's cold-blooded, man. But when you look in the world that we live in today, man, it's a lot of dangers. It's a lot of things that are happening. It's a lot of people that's going down the wrong road and they don't know it. Us as watchmen, we have the ability to tell you, hey, man, when you go down that road, hang a sharp right, not a left. But if they're not able to hear you, they're going to turn left where the danger is. A lot of brothers and sisters, man, are in dangerous situations and have put themselves in dangerous situations simply because they have uncircumcised ears, man. Yeah, it's cold-blooded, man. But we're going to kick this word off, man. And Jeremiah 6, verse 10, and it reads, "To whom shall I speak and give warning, that they may hear? Behold, their ear is uncircumcised, and they cannot hearken. Behold, the word of the Lord is unto them a reproach. They have no delight in it." You see that? And that's exactly what's happening today, man. In Jeremiah 6 and 10, it says, "To whom shall I speak and give warning? To whom shall I speak and give admonish? Give affirm solemnly. Most importantly, to whom shall I speak and give notice of approaching danger, that they may hear?" That's a question that's being asked. You know why? Because at this point, it's evident that most people ain't listening, and most people don't have the ability to listen. So who out there can I give this warning to that they can receive it? Is the question being asked in Jeremiah 6:10. It says, behold, their ear is uncircumcised. In other words, their ears are unplugged, okay? Which the divine precepts, you can't penetrate them to them. And most importantly, when their ears is circumcised, they're going to reject instruction. You see? The scripture says in Jeremiah 6:10, behold, their ear is uncircumcised, and they cannot hearken. Okay, in other words, they're not able to pay attention. They're not able to listen and be attentive because they too consumed and invested in the acts of sinning and being disobedient. You see? It says, behold, their ears is uncircumcised, and they cannot hearken. Behold, the word of the Lord is unto them a reproach. The word of the Lord is unto them a reproach. It's shameful. It's disgraceful to them. They are grossly irritated by the word of the Lord. They don't want no parts of it. They're not interested in it. It says they have no delight. They have no pleasure in it. You see that? So when you give warning to things that's meaningful to help someone, this is what they're doing to you. What you see on the screen. They're plugging their ears, aka letting you know that they have uncircumcised ears, man. It's cold-blooded, man. What's the name of the lesson, man? Those with uncircumcised ears are not able to receive notice when danger is approaching, man. And in Acts 7:51, it tells you, ye stiff-necked and uncircumcised in heart and ears. You see that? Ye do always resist the Holy Ghost, man. The truth. You resist the truth because you have an uncircumcised. You're uncircumcised. Okay, you're unplugged in your heart and in your ears, man. That's cold-blooded, man. We in dangerous time right now, man. And people think it's a game. In Jeremiah 5:21, it reads, hear now this, O foolish people, and without understanding, which have eyes and see not, which have ears and hear not. That's what we're dealing with. This, in other words, we're talking about spiritual madness. Okay? These people are walking around in spiritual madness, man. So they are unaware of the danger that is approaching. So as watchmen trying to tell these people, okay, that the danger which is approaching, you wasting your time, man, because they too caught up in the world and they too caught up on what they hearing on the radio, what they seeing on the TV. They're not interested what the Bible is saying. You see? But listen, man, as we get ready to close out this word, as watchmen also, and as men of the Lord, servants of the Lord, humble servants of the Lord, you know, you have to, part of giving the most important part about giving a warning to people is, man, it's repercussions if you don't. Yeah, it's repercussions, man, when you don't provide that warning to somebody, especially when you see them going the wrong way. You don't just let them be out there and go the wrong way. Your job is to warn them. Now, for whatever reason, they want to plug their ears and not hear it. That don't fall on you. You did your job. Me and my bro, we doing our job as watchmen. We doing our job as giving you the warnings, letting you know, don't turn left, turn right. We telling you what a potholes and debacles is. We telling you the people we telling you about the wolves that's dressed in sheep's clothing. We telling you about the women that'll set you up and have you killed. We telling you about the men that'll supplant you. We telling you about all the trickery that's going on in the world. We telling you all the danger that's approaching. Famine, martial law, slavery, captivity. We're telling you, man. We're telling you the dangers that's approaching. But as we get ready to close out, like I just previously mentioned, man, it's our job to provide the warning when necessary. And if we don't provide that warning, we in trouble, man. But in Ezekiel 3, verse 18 and 19 is what I'm going to read as we get ready to close it out. In Ezekiel 3, verse 18, and it reads, "When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou give him not warning, nor speak to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thy hand." You see that? So if you fail to deliver the warning to someone that's sliding down the wrong way, and you wanted him to save for him to save his life, and you don't, his blood is on your hands, man. You see that? So that's why it's very important, man, that you try to get through to people with uncircumcised ears, man. Because once they plug their ears, man, your warning is going to be pointless because they're not going to hear you. But at least you did your job. You see? At least you did your job. You delivered the warning. And if he chooses to plug his ears, uncircumcise his ears, and commence to do wickedness, then that falls on him. In verse 19, Ezekiel chapter 3, and it reads, "Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul." See that? Me and my bro, we done did our job. We warned the wicked. He decided to continue to be wicked. He decided not to take warning, and he died in his iniquity. Hey, man, we all right. We did our job as watchmen. We did our job as provide the warning. You see? But like I said, man, if it ain't, if you ain't talking about worldly things, feel good things for Jake, he's going to plug his ears. He's going to uncircumcise his ears, man. And that's a shame, man. But that's the world we living in, man. What's the name of the lesson, man? Those with uncircumcised ears are not able to receive notice when danger is approaching. Imagine trying to give someone notice that danger is approaching and they looking like dude on the screen. They just shut you out like they ain't trying to hear it. Because that's exactly how the Israelites is today. That's exactly how Jake is today. When you start talking about stuff other than what he want to hear, which is party and BS, if you ain't talking about party and BS, folly and holidays and birthdays and all this worldly living and lust and desires and things of that nature, if you ain't talking about none of that, this is exactly what he's going to do. He's going to uncircumcise his ears by plugging them, man, and shutting you out, man. And that's why you got a lot of people today that are in trouble, that are dealing with some serious situations because they didn't see the danger sign. They didn't see the warning sign. They didn't hear the message. That's cold-blooded, man. I hope you sincere. Brothers and sisters was edified by this word. We give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahushua, for allowing this word to come out, man. Shalom.